Chill. You already know it's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Your boy's backing out and did it again one more time. Hopefully, you guys are doing great. There's going to be a lot of gems being thrown in this good old live stream. So stick around. We're going to be talking about a couple of things in here, okay? So let's just break it down what we're talking about. First of all, we're going to be talking about how a guy in the UK made $500,000, right? Creating themes with just HTML and CSS, okay? And knowing the basics of JavaScript, all right? And how you can do it too, all right? Then we're also going to be announcing the name of my new company, which is, you got to wait for that. You got to stick around, kiddo, okay? You got to stick around for that, okay? Now, we're also going to be talking about internships for those of you guys that are interested. And we're going to talk about the business model of this new company, okay? So let's start with the first thing, right? With the very first thing, which is how this guy made $500,000 with just creating themes of just HTML, CSS. Okay, so let's go into it. Let me share the screen for you guys. Give me 1 second. All right. Hey, shout out to my boy Ultralinks. Okay, if you guys haven't checked him out, definitely go check him out and tell him CodingPhase sent me. Okay, so he knows that we showing him some love. Okay, so if you guys haven't checked out this video, your boy Ultralinks actually goes into details on how he basically made $500,000, and it was just like basically out of accident. All right, so let me see if I could play this over here. See if we could.
My themes, I can see that people like my themes, and they email back saying no.
Okay.
High quality Tumblr themes, and yeah, some of them.
So basically, Ultralinks was a young kid a few years ago. You know, when Tumblr used to be popping. When Tumblr was one of those places where it's like that's the place where all the artists used to go to. That's where all of the trendy kids, the hipsters used to be at, right? Tumblr was big at one point, right? And literally this guy said, you know what, man, I want to create my own theme, right? So he created his own theme, and then by him creating his own theme and people started seeing what he was doing, people started using his theme, and it was free. Now, back then, it was very difficult for Tumblr to allow people to go in and submit their themes, right? It wasn't that easy, right? And the reason it was because they want to control, you know, the quality of themes that are actually being put on this website, Tumblr. And you know, they're smart, right? It's the same thing that's happening right now with Shopify themes, where Shopify has its own platform, right? And they have their own theme store, but they currently not just letting everybody in there, right? They're letting specific people that have already proven themselves that they could create really high quality themes, right? But what's important about this is that this guy started with just HTML, CSS, right? Same way how most of us started back in the days, you know, like creating our MySpace pages and just going in there and messing around with some HTML, CSS, putting a little freaking yeah, I remember when there was like a little fire on your mouse, right? Or when you went in and changed the colors to be flipping and you know, the background colors being, you know, red, white, blue, yellow, like the rainbow colors and all type of things, and just editing the shit out of MySpace. This guy was one of those kids, right? But he was in the world of Tumblr. Okay, he came in, he had a desire to create his own theme, and then from there, you know, fast forward, you know, once his themes were catching a buzz, right, and they already had that buzz rolling, right, and he already has some clout, the Tumblr theme decided, you know what, let's allow them to start putting his themes in there. Okay, now within like a year, right, he started making about $500,000. Okay. There was months that he was making about $30,000, right? I know some of you guys always come in and be like, damn, Joe's always talking about this, but I don't think that this is possible, or this, and that. It's like, go check out this guy's video, bro. if my New York accent, my New York fitted, right, makes you feel uncomfortable, go listen to this guy. He got the British accent. He's legit. Okay. So he's gonna tell you the exact same thing I've been saying for a couple of years in here, right? This is the exact same thing, but he's gonna tell it to you in a British accent. Okay. So shout out to him.
I was sort of oblivious to it all. I didn't let it get me down though. I just
Let me see.
after upping my experience in designing and coding Tumblr themes, and after showing Tumblr, look, you know, there are tens of thousands of people using my themes. Is there any way I can get in? They let me in, and I got the ball rolling. They had a ton of different requirements though, and they're also very strict on those requirements, making sure that, you know, we design for this, that, and the other, making sure you sort of adapt to their system, which made sense because they wanted everyone to have a good experience when using the Tumblr theme. So yeah, they just wanted to keep the quality as high as possible. Straight away, the money started rolling in, and it absolutely blew me away. I just wasn't expecting to make this much money this quickly. And I remember some months I was making over $30,000 a month in just pure profit. And yeah, I was 21 at the time. So 21-year-old making that sort of money, you know, you kind of think you're on top of the world. This is insane, you know, especially when you're going from making basically nothing, no money, to making tens of thousands a month. It's just like, wow, this is basically going to change my life. And that's what it did. Unfortunately, Tumblr doesn't have sort of analytics showing you how much you make per month. They just have a sort of total revenue figure. But yeah, total revenue since then is over $680,000, which is just obviously insane from selling some website templates, some website themes. This revenue figure.
Okay. So again, you don't believe me, and when I tell you this is happening, this is what's going on in the world, okay, you could go check out his video, man. I'm actually gonna post this on the description right now, so you guys can definitely go check it out. And definitely go subscribe to his channel. He has a lot of good content in there. Not everything is about, you know, development, but you know, it's like a tech channel, right? To be honest with you, but definitely go check him out if you guys are into like freaking setups, desk setups, and things like that, and product reviews and things like that. Like, definitely go check him out. His story is very interesting. It's one of those situations where you'd be like, man, you know, you wouldn't be like, if somebody told you this, you wouldn't believe it. Right? It's the same thing like when people come in and they listen to me and they're like, I don't know, I'm a little skeptical. I don't know about this guy, this and that. It's hard to believe that you could make this type of money, right? With just HTML, CSS, right? And just get started with that, right? And maybe adding a little bit of JavaScript for some animations and little things like that. But it's true. These things are happening here. Okay. Now, of course, we also got to talk about marketing, right? How do you market yourself as a theme developer, as a template developer, right? How do you put yourself out there? And it really comes down to putting free content, right? Free content into the world, okay? Basically, you could use YouTube, you could use Twitter, you could use Pinterest, right? You could use Instagram, right? Social media is your free freaking location for free traffic. Like, it's easy, guys. Okay. Now, when I know some people always get tight, Joe, stop saying it's easy, because okay, it's easy for the guys that like to do work. It's difficult for the guys that are lazy. Okay, if you're lazy, you're never going nowhere. Okay, you're not getting this type of results. You're not getting the type of results that I'm getting. You're not getting the type of results that Ultralinks is getting, right, or have gotten before, right? You're not gonna get that type of results, right? If you're lazy, you're the type of person that is waiting for people to find you because you're talented and you got the skills. It's never gonna happen, kiddo. Okay, you're gonna be here on the internet and you're gonna be like, oh sure, I only got like 2 views, or oh sure, I only got like five likes. Like, nobody's gonna know you. Okay, nobody's gonna know your product, and nobody's gonna know what exactly is it that you got out there. Okay, so the best thing that you can do is start with social media, put yourself out there, create free content, okay, and put it out there. All right, just start. Don't waste no more time. All right, now to get into creating themes, you got to choose a platform. You got to choose something that you say, okay, I want to focus on this. Do you want to do WordPress? Do you want to do Shopify? Do you want to do Magento? Do you want to do BigCommerce? Do you want to go in and just do HTML, CSS, right? There's platforms for that. Okay, there's platforms for that. I'm actually releasing a video. And hopefully we release it, right? I'm submitting it to Traversing Media. Okay, let's just say, because I don't know if he might like it, he might not like it. You know how I am, my type of content, right? Might work for his channel, might not work for his channel. I don't know. I know that I'm creating a full freaking guide on how to make money online as a developer, and I'm submitting it to him. If he wants to put it out there, he'll put it out there. Okay, we're almost done with the video. It's just a lot of editing and a lot of stuff that we're adding, where I really go deep and break down all 5 categories where you can make at least, $100,000 a year. Okay, and again, it's easy for the guys that like to put in the work. It's hard and difficult and extremely difficult for those guys that they dragging their feet and they don't want to do no work. They just want to see results. Okay, it's extremely hard for those guys. The guys like you and me that we ready for this. We're like, all right, bro, I'm about to put in this work. This shit is easy. Okay, you could start with HTML, CSS, start creating templates, start putting it out there. Put it out for free. Okay, put it out for free. Okay, then from there, start adding new features, new things that you might say, you know what, I'm going to add an image slider. I'm going to add some type of integration with Instagram or TikTok or whatever it might be, right? Some connecting to some API, giving a service, right? And then now you say, okay, it's free, but if you want the premium features, this is what you got to pay. Okay, you can start something cheap, $10, $20 a pop. Okay, there's nothing wrong with getting an extra $500,000 a month for minimum work. Okay, keep that in your head. Okay, it's time to make this bread. This year, 2021 is our year, bro. Okay, homegirl, this your year. You need that Louis. You need that Louis back. You get what I'm saying? Stop playing. You don't need your man to get it for you. This the year that you're gonna get the Louis back. This is the year that you're going to go in and you go and say, hey, let me get that Celine back. You know what? Today I feel like I want to get that Versace sweater. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that, that little scarf, right? That little Burberry scarf. Let me get that. I'm a little cold, right? This is your year, man. Right? What you waiting for? Okay? And for you guys, man, it's your time, man. Let's get it. All right? It's 2021. As you can see, other people are doing it, right? There's a lot of people that are grinding here independently and making their bread. Okay, now what's the difference between them and you? Nothing. Now probably is it might be just, do you want it or do you not want it? Okay, are you the type of person that want instant results? Nothing in life that pays a lot is instantly, unless you won the lottery. Okay, now that's a different ball game. Okay, but anything that is really gonna pay you, you're gonna have to put in the work. You're gonna have to go in and take your time, right? It might take you 6 months to make your first $1,000. It might take you a year to make your first $5,000. It might take you 3-4 years for you to get to a point where you're making enough money to quit your day job. But once that ball has started rolling, it's like a snowball effect. Every single time it goes down the hill, it starts getting bigger, 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 until that shit becomes an avalanche. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. Now, if you never start, you just never gonna know. All right, you're just never gonna know how it feels like to finally get it. Okay, you could just be watching guys do it and you living your regular life. I'm not a regular type dude. You get what I'm saying? I don't know about you, but I'm not a regular type dude. I want to see what life has to offer. You know what I mean? I want to know what it feels like to live in, Marbella. I want to know how it feels like have the crib in Dominican Republic, come back here in Florida and have a condo in Miami. I'm that type of dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about you. If you happy with your little Honda Civic and you happy with your little apartment, 2-bedroom apartment, that's 1,200 square feet, that's you. I'm not comfortable with that. I lived through that for a long time. Now I want to see what life has to offer. So I'm willing to put in the work. That's it. Okay. There's guys that are here and they're making it happen. Okay. I'm just here to motivate you guys and show you guys what's possible so you could be knowledgeable and say, okay, this is possible. Because sometimes, we don't believe something until we see somebody else do it. Right, that's just how it is. Right, sometimes it's human nature. Right, I forgot what was it. Somebody broke a record back in the days of like a marathon. I don't remember how much was it. I think it was like 30 seconds or something like that. But then once they saw like another person go in and break that record, everybody else started breaking it back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. Like that's just how it is, right? Sometimes you might think that something is impossible, but once you get to see it in action, you're like, oh shoot, it's actually possible. Then people go in and actually go in and make it happen. And every single day, somebody else breaks the record that somebody else just put. Okay, that's just how it is. Shout out to Gregory Power, my boy. He said it was the 4-minute mile. Okay, once they got that 4-minute mile, they started breaking it every single day. You know what I mean? That was the record that was broken. Yes, sir. Okay. Now, again, there's so many different ways. I'm actually, like I said, I'm actually dropping a video. I need to stop saying I'm dropping a video. I'm submitting a video to Traverse Media. He decides if he want it or if he don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be like, yo, bro, upload this. I'm gonna be like, yo, bro, here's the video. Let me know you're gonna put it up. You're not gonna put it up. We put it right here on CodingPhase. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna put it. But yeah, shout out to my boy, man. But again, listen, man, this is the wave, man. This is the wave. You got to start making your own income, and you could start from the beginning. You don't have to wait until you are a master. Like if you go in and you start looking at guys who have created themes over the years, and you look at their initial themes, right? They weren't good, right? They weren't good compared to what they have now. Back then, they were okay. But as you continue to create more, you start noticing it's like, damn, my skills went up. Shit, all I knew was HTML, CSS, and that's all I was able to create. Now I could add some JavaScript. My next few themes are actually having some JavaScript in it. Oh, you know what? Now we know React. Now we know Next.js. Now we know Gatsby. Now we know whatever framework or library is coming out. Now you're able to implement those things. Now you know how to use SVGs. Now you know how to do animations with good old GSAP. You get what I'm saying? Start now. So then by the time you made all those mistakes, now you can hit the ground running because now you're good. Now you're comfortable. Now you understand the process. Now you understand how to create your content, how to put it out there, how to market yourself. Okay. Nothing is going to come to you by you waiting on it. Okay. You have to go out there. All right. Now let's get into the next topic. This is the one that a lot of people been waiting on. Okay. A lot of people been asking me, they're like, yo, Joe, when you dropping this info? Okay. And it's here, kids. Moment of truth. Okay. New company. How my boy Anthony Alicea used to do his videos. Big word alert. Major keys. Major gems is coming through right now. All right. So let's get into it. We're going to talk about my new company and what's the name of it. Okay. So the name is 87 Lux. So that's the name of it. That's the name of the company. Right now, 87. Why 87? 87 is the year I was born. Lux is for luxury. Okay. That's just how it is, man. You know me. I'm a bougie ass dude. You know what I mean? So we got to keep it Lux. All right. So let's get started with it. Okay, let's talk about what exactly is it. It's an agency, guys, right? We're going to focus in pretty much everything that has to do with development and also to marketing. And as we continue to grow the team, we're also going to focus on SEO, right? For the moment, we're not focusing on that, right? We're not focusing on SEO. We're going to bring that in once we start bringing in the experts, okay? But yeah, we're going to start with the business model. How is it that we're going to make some money out of this thing, right? You're probably asking yourself, and why am I sharing this thing with you guys? Because I want you guys to understand this is how you just get started, okay? This is how things start, right? Remember in 2017, I told you guys I'm going to create this website, codingphase.com. I'm going to do this and that. I'm going to create some courses. I'm going to make it into a platform. We're here in 2020. It's a platform. Okay. It's a platform. Exactly what I told you guys in 2017. That's what happened. Okay. Now we got 87 Lux, kids. All right. So the business model, how is it going to work? How is it that we're going to make some money? Digital products. This is our main bread and butter. Okay. One thing that you're going to know is that by creating products, you're not only creating products for your local area, but you're creating products for a global economy worldwide. Okay. When you create digital products, you can sell it anywhere. Doesn't matter if it's here in the US, doesn't matter if it's Zimbabwe, doesn't matter if it's the Philippines, doesn't matter if it's Japan, doesn't matter if it's the Ukraine, doesn't matter if it's Russia, doesn't matter if it's freaking Antarctica. Somebody need a theme, somebody need an app, we got you. Okay. So that's the goal. That's what we're focusing 100% into, right? So again, digital products is going to be our main business because at the same time, we don't have to worry about, like, hey, if I could just sell or I could just get 2-3 clients here per month in the US or here in Tampa, or hey, I can only get 10 clients in Europe or whatever it might be, right? For the month. Okay. I don't care about that because the main money is really coming from this digital products. All right. So that's the main source of income that is coming in. All right. Again, Shopify development. This is the main thing that we're also going to be focusing when it comes to small to medium-sized businesses. All right. That's what we're focusing on. And then the next thing is freemium content, creating free content that is going to attract users, attract customers, attract people to come to our website, and at the same time, get paid from ads. So there's added revenue in there. Okay. Now from there, we also have, working with small to medium-sized businesses. We are working with any budget. Somebody got $100. We want that $100. Oh, you need just a landing page for $100? Cool. We got a guy for you for that. Okay. Oh, you need a custom web application that's going to take 3-6 months? Yeah, we got a couple of guys for you just for that. Okay. There's a different budget, of course. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in and be like, hey, man, I got $500 and we're going to work for 3-6 months. Nah, bro. We're going to write up a contract, set up a budget. That's just how it is. If your budget is not up to that point, we can't do no 3-6 months. Okay. That's just how it is. Okay. But yeah, man, this is how our business is going to run. Pretty much the main thing and the first thing that we are focused on is digital products, Shopify development for small to medium-sized business. Okay. Freemium content. And then from there, we are working with any budget. Okay. The goal is to be a powerhouse where anybody that needs any type of development, any type of designs, any type of work that has to do with the web, they come to us. All right. Now, how long is this going to take? It's going to take some time to build everything, right? But at the same time, we are good. Okay. We're not freaking starving. We don't need to get paid right now. We can go and work with clients, right, at a modest price. We can go in and work on our applications without have to worry about, man, we need this income to come in because we got to pay the bills. Or nah, we already got that. We got different ways that income is coming in. Okay. So we're good. There's already a budget that I set for the next 2 years. So the first 2 years is covered. First 2 years is 100% covered for my new company. So for the people that I get to hire and basically for the team that I'm setting up. Okay. It's already covered 2 years. Okay. So we got 2 years to go in and make our first dollar. Okay. Now, of course, it's not going to take 2 years to make a dollar, but the way how I look at it is like, hey, the money that we're making now or anything that we're making right now is not really for now. It's really for 2 years from now. And this is something that I want you guys to learn. When you get into any new business idea or anything that you want to jump into, always think ahead. Okay. Don't go in with the idea of I need to get paid now, right? If you need to get paid now, you need to get a job. That's just how it is, right? If you need to get paid now, you need to get a job. Let your job fund your dreams and fund your business ideas that you have, okay? You go into work 9 to 5, you come home, and then you work on your business, okay? But if you come in with the idea of like, man, I understand that this income that's coming in is not something that I need right now. It's something that I'm gonna need a year from now, 2 years from now. Then now you take off that pressure. Now you can relax. This is why it's so important to become a developer, right? And have savings, because this is what going in and working for somebody. Somebody was telling me the other day on Twitter, like, "Hey Joe, not everybody wants to get a job, or not everybody wants to work for somebody," and it's true. I didn't want to work for nobody, right? My last job when I was working as an IT worker, I was like, bro, I don't want to work for nobody, right? When I was working before that, I was working in the parking lot of Queen Center Mall. And I was like, bro, I don't want to work for nobody. But you know what? You need to bring some money in. So if your business is not bringing in no money yet, what can you do? You have to go to work. You can't be out here like a starving artist. You can't be one of those dudes who was like, I'm an artist. It's like, all right, bro, you live under a train, you know what I mean? You live under a bridge and you got a guitar in your bag. It's like, I'm an artist. This is how we live. It's like, nah, bro, you get a job until your music career gets off. Okay. At the same time, nobody wants to chill with a bum ass dude, right? Nobody wants to chill with a bum ass dude, right? So what you want to do, you want to take care of yourself. At the same time, clients is not going to come to you, or customers is not going to come to you. Fans is not going to come to you. Subscribers is not going to come to you by watching you looking like a bum. So what can you do? You're not going to stay home crying, man, I'm waiting for my career. I'm waiting for my thing to pop off. Nah, you go to work like a regular human being. You save up your money and you invest in yourself. Okay? That's how you do it. The reason why I'm able to do this now and create this agency, I've been wanting to do this for years. But if I didn't have the budget, if I didn't have the savings, if I didn't have the knowledge that I have now, right? How can I jump into something that I don't know? And I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills, how I'm going to survive, right? So now that we got that whole formula together and we have everything that we need, now we can do it. But it takes time. Sometimes you come in and you have a great idea. Your moment is not now. You know damn well you want to get into drop shipping, you want to create an online store, you want to create all this stuff. You need money for that. You don't have no money? Cool. Go to work. That's what I did. Right? Unfortunately for us, the people that are now papi and mommy kids, we got to work. Okay, we got to work. We're first generation immigrant, first generation of even going to high school, first generation or even going to college, first generation with some type of, extended education, right? Nobody came in. Nobody left your will. Like, here, I'm your great great uncle, and I just passed away. Here's $500,000, kiddo. You've been a great kid. Here's for my great great grandson, great great grandnephew. You know what I mean? Like, nah, nobody's gonna leave you shit. So what you got to do? You got to build up your capital. And it takes time, but you will get there if you understand that you have a goal and that's where you want to go. Okay. You can't switch up to a million ideas. Okay. You can't go in and try every single thing that's out there. You got to stick to one single plan. What's your goal? What is it that you want? You want to make $10,000 a month? Go and do everything that you have to do to get to $10,000 a month and stick just to that. Don't focus on, oh, well, somebody told me I could get $1 million over here. That's bullshit. The moment you switch over, now everything that you worked over here got thrown away. Okay. Same thing. Once you go over there, you start jumping into different things. Stick to one thing, focus on that goal, and you're going to get there. It could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be 10 years, but you will get there if you stick right there. Okay. The problem is that most people come in, have an idea, have something that they want to do, or want something that they want to create, and they start jumping into a million things once they don't see an instant result. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you quit right before you have success. That's what happens to people. Trust me. Okay. I'm telling you guys from experience. All right. Like, I used to do music. I quit doing music. I was doing like trap beats. I was making freaking trap records in Spanish right before anything even popped up. Before I was making trap music in 2005, 2004. None of you guys even knew what trap music was back then. Okay, I was making trap music in 2004. I quit making trap music. Trap music is lit now. Sometimes you quit right before you find success. Now, everybody, all of my peers, right? All of the people that I came in with, like that were guys that I would go to the studios with, they're lit. They're millionaires right now. No cap. No cap, bro. All the guys that I used to go to the studio, make beats for them and this and that, those guys are millionaires now. The cool thing is that when I go to a club or I go to a show, dudes come up and, oh, Joe, what up? Anthrax, what up? They come in and chill with me, right? That's all I get. But I quit right before I found success. Now, I learned that, right? I learned that back in the days when I was like 21. I learned that. 21, 22, 23. I'm like, damn, bro, I quit exactly when this shit about to pop off. Right? So those are things that, you take those things as life lessons. You know what I'm saying? You take those things as life lessons, right? Now I understand how the world works. And now I just come in and understand that, hey, man, I got to stick to one thing. And once that thing pops off, then I could jump into something else. Never jump into something else or do something else until you have success in that niche or whatever it is that you're working on. Again, so that's how we're making bread with 87 Lux. Now, interested in an internship, right? What are the requirements? Okay. Right now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, right? I have the budget for 3 employees, right? 1 web designer, okay? 1 salesperson, and another web developer. That's it. Those 3 spots are already taken, okay? They're already taken. That's it. There's nothing else that I can do. I don't have the budget, right, to go in and hire any more people. All right. So I'm just being 100% honest. All right. But because people want to work with me and have been saying this for years and have been like, hey, Joe, I want to do this and that. Hey, Joe, how can I work with you? How can I do this and that? This is your opportunity. All right. This is your opportunity. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting up teams. Okay. We're going to be setting up teams. We're going to start with 1 team. Okay. And we're going to start with team A. Okay. We're going to go in and name the teams by the letters. Team A is just going to be, a designer and probably going to be 2 or 3 different developers. That's it. Right. That's for the internship. Right. That's where we're going to come in and we're going to bring talented individuals, people that really want it and can put it a minimum of 10 hours a week. If you could go in and you say, man, I don't have time or this and that, this is not for you. You don't go in and send me an email because I'm taking every single person as somebody that is serious. Okay. Now, team A, whoever is part of that team is going to be basically the guinea pigs, right? We're going to come in and we're going to set up a structure around what happens with this team. Okay. And basically the idea is, since we are going to be creating a lot of freemium content, we're going to give you, a list of things that you need, right? So let's say, for example, for a project, we might say, okay, guys, this week, what I want you guys to do is create a template for, let's say, for a construction company. Okay. So with the designer, right, we're going to come in and write down all of the requirements that this template needs to have. Okay. This is going to be a free template. We're not getting paid for it. You're not getting paid for it. This is literally for experience and for you to actually learn how to work in a team. And at the same time, when you go into a job interview, you could break down exactly what you have worked on, what type of company you worked on, right? And you could say, hey, man, we worked at this company. We did an internship at this company. Okay. So that's what you're working for. So I'm just being 100% honest. Since we're just starting this company, as money comes in, I'm going to give you guys a stipend and give them some bread. It's like, hey, man, here's a little bonus. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of dude. I'm nice like that, right? I try to take care of my peoples. But at the same time, we're just starting. So it's like you gotta earn your spot if you really want to do this. So every week we're basically gonna come in. You're gonna have a designer. You're gonna have two or three developers with you in this team, and basically you guys are gonna come up with a template from the requirements and the list that we give you. Hey, this template needs to have a landing page, a large image, a jumbotron. It needs to have three details of the business, right? And this is all mocked. You don't have to go in and be like, oh, it has to be precise or we have to write the content. It's just like mocking a website, right? It's just like a free mock-up, right? So that will give you that experience that you need. So you could say, hey, I work with a team with designer, two other developers. I worked on the front end. This other guy worked on the animations, etc. Right? So then now you have something to go with. And at the same time, like I said, it's freemium content. Okay. Now, one thing that I do want to point out, because this is something that people need to remember, right? You are doing an internship with 87 Lux. Okay. The things that we give you, the guidelines that we give you, the things that you create, we own the intellectual property of that. Okay. So you cannot think like, oh, I created this theme. This is my theme. This is not your theme. We're giving you every single thing that you need to create the theme. We're giving you all of the information, right? So just to put it clear, because sometimes people, this is something that sometimes people get that mixed up, right? This is a business, okay? You're getting an internship. It's the same thing as you working at a company. You go in, you don't own the code, okay? So just to put it out there for people, because sometimes people, I don't know if people understand how business works, okay? But you don't own the intellectual property of any of the work that we give you. So once we give you, you always could say, hey, man, I built this working for 87 Lux. Okay. So anywhere that you go, you could always use that template. You could use whatever work that you have done for the company for experience. But you also need to mention that you was working at 87 Lux in here. Okay. You cannot go in and say, hey, I created this. You didn't create this. Okay. We gave you all of the information. We gave you everything that you needed to build the project. And then from there, you did a work, right? That's just how it is. Leon Shisam, are you doing internship for designers as well? Yes, that's what we're going into right now. Like I said, requirements, minimum 10 hours a week, team player. Okay. This is going to be a team player situation. Okay. You're always going to work with a team. There's always going to be one designer and two or three developers. Okay. So that's just how it is. All right. Again, responsible individual. We don't want nobody that's going to come in and be like, I'm not going to do my work. Guys, this is not school. Okay. Keep this thing in mind. I know some of you guys have like, lazy tendencies, right? And that's just how it is. That's human nature, right? You have to be a responsible individual. We're treating you like an adult. You should act like an adult, right? If you say you're going to put in 10 hours a week, you're going to put in 10 hours a week, okay? I don't care if you quit next week, but you're putting in those 10 hours that week, okay? That's just how it is. That's what you're signing up for. You could work as much as you like it. The more work that you put in, the more that we're going to see a potential in you, and we're going to come in, and out of every team, we're going to try to bring in somebody to bring in full time. Okay. Sometimes it might be like, hey, we might not be able to bring you in at the moment, but now we have you on our sites of like, okay, we could see what's going on. And in each team, there's going to be one person that's going to be designated as the project manager. So whatever it is that we're working on for you guys, we're going to tell you, hey, the design is here, right? The guy that we see potential, or even you guys that are working in the team, you guys can go in and say, hey, man, this guy's more experienced. This guy, he's really legit. We want him to be the project manager. He's responsible to make sure that everybody does the work. Okay. So Ram Maheshwari says, 10 hours a week ain't that challenging. It's not. It's really like 2 hours per day. If you really break it down, if you say, hey, I'm gonna do this from Monday to Friday, it's 2 hours a day. Okay. Is the reason why we're doing that is to put it super simple for everybody. Okay, super simple for everybody to be able to do their work and get going. Okay, and be able to be part of this. Okay. Now, what are we going to do with those templates that you create? Again, we're putting it right back into the freemium content. Okay. Freemium content. We're creating a website where we're going to have a whole bunch of templates and themes that are going to be free. And we're also going to have a bunch of themes and templates that are going to be paid for. Okay. Premium. Okay. So you're basically going in and you're doing the free content. So at the end of the day, we're not expecting like extremely professional templates and like there might not be a mistake. It's free, right? Your first template, your first theme that you create might not be the best, but it's fine, right? We'll go in, we do a little quality work, see what's missing, see what we could fix. We'll get it there, okay? So it doesn't have to be like, something that's perfect, right? Because it's free. We're giving it out for free, okay? Again, so that's what we're doing with those templates that you guys are working on. Of course, as you guys continue to build more experience and you get more comfortable with things, we might throw you into the deep end and say, hey guys, this is one of our premium themes that we want to create. If you guys feel you want to go for the challenge and you want to challenge yourself to try to build this, right? You guys can start it. And then from there, me or the other developer that's working with me might go in and help you guys out and also be part of your team. Okay. So like that, once we know that, okay, they know how to follow instructions, they know how to come in and do the work, and we could see the potential that you guys might have, we could go in and start integrating you guys to the main company. Okay. So first of all, you start with the free team, with the free themes, and then from there, you start working yourself up to the company. That's just how it is. Okay. So again, let's continue with this. So as you can see, we're looking for web designers. So if you are a web designer and you know Sketch or Figma and you can create some modern designs, right? And we give you an idea, or we could give you like, hey, what type of project it is, what type of client it could be, and you could create, the designs on your own without us having to babysit, then email me. Okay. Email me. Then from there, we have web developer, right? What exactly do you need, right, to be part of this internship? Very simple: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. Okay. That's all you really need. All right. Optional. This is optional. Okay. But when I say optional, it's kind of mandatory if you want to go in up the ladder and start getting those opportunities where we come in and we say, okay, hey man, we got this project. You are pretty good with this. We need you. Come in. So mandatory if you want to continue to grow within the company, but optional. This is where you start with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React. Okay. Now optional to continue to grow: Node.js, Next.js, PHP, MySQL, Laravel. That's what we're focusing on. Now, why do I mention these things right here? Because again, we're going to be creating a lot of different Shopify themes, Shopify applications, BigCommerce, right? WooCommerce, WordPress plugins, WordPress themes, etc. Right? So by having this knowledge here, this will allow you to create themes and will create help you out to create applications. So when we come in and say, okay, one of our guys can't make it and says, hey, he's freaking, he's on vacation, he's sick, whatever it might be, I can call in and say, hey, you know what, let me call in Robin PRTs, right? Or let me call in Ramsey, or let me call in Brush, or let me call in Kind of Deaf, right? I could call you guys in and say, hey guys, we're gonna need you for this, right? We're gonna need you for this project, okay? So you could give us a hand. Now, those projects we will be paying you, right? The things that has to do with a client, the things that has to do with a premium content, we will be paying you for that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like really, it's like, how can I say this, right? It's like, if y'all know about basketball, the internship is like the G League. Okay, the internship is like the G League, right? You're playing in the G League to get to the NBA, so the scouts can see you in there. Technically, you're already playing in the NBA, but you're playing in the G League. Okay, for the scouts to come in and see your talent, you want to go and still play in the G League so they could see you, and then now they could bring you into a team permanent. Okay, so that's how we're gonna go in and do this. Okay, and yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it, guys. So if you want to email me about the internship, you could email me at, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, what's the email is 87lux agency at gmail.com. We're setting up the emails for the domain today. We're actually right now, if you go to 87 lux.agency.com or 87lux.agency, right? We already got all of the domains. 87lux.agency, that's going to be the domain, right? Currently, right now, we already registered it, right? We are still working on the template that we're putting in for our website. We're working on the website right now, but this is going to be the domain, 87lux.agency. Okay. Now, of course, you can also go to 87lux.com, right? And all of the different domains is gonna be forwarded to 87lux dot agency. So that's gonna be the spot, guys. All right. So I'm super excited, man. Hopefully you guys are excited for this too. Okay. Definitely. Again, if you want to email me, you could email me at 87luxagency at gmail.com. Okay. Again, for those of you guys that want to know how to spell it, it's just right there, guys. This is the name of it. 87 Lux, just like that. So 87 Lux agency at gmail.com. You guys can go in and get started. All right. Shout out to everybody in here. Let me see. Cesar says Joe making moves again. Yeah, bro. We're trying to get to this M. That's the goal, right? I don't think this year we're gonna get to it, but next year we will. Okay. This is just an extra source of income that's coming in, right? So we have niche websites, YouTube, codingphase.com. What else is out there? Freaking freelance clients, right, and things like that. But I'm no longer doing that. I'm putting all of that through 87 Lux. So that's gonna be cool because then I don't have to work with no clients. I'll send it to somebody else. I'll just go in and make sure I get that. We're also creating a YouTube channel for 87 Lux. Now, for those of you guys that want to check it out, I'll definitely link it on my channel. So if you guys have ever been to my YouTube channel, okay, if you go and click on my name here, right, that will bring you to my YouTube channel. Okay. And when you go in here, you can see subscribe to my other channel. I have currently right now, I have the Billy Ray channel. Go subscribe to that. That's like a personal, just me having fun with it and just creating like trendy videos. And then from there, we're also going to have in here another channel, which is going to be for 87 Lux. Now in 87 Lux, this is the thing. Don't expect I'm coming in and doing the things that I do here. Like, this is CodingPhase. This is where we come in, do live stream, do talks, do this and that, right? In 87 Lux is 100% SEO content. Okay. What do I mean by that? Right. So 87 Lux, the YouTube channel, is going to be strictly for getting people to know about our brand. Okay. Talk about what we do, our agency, talk about how we can solve problems for some small businesses, how to create your first Shopify store, how to how to upload products to Shopify, like all of the things that bring traffic when it comes to Shopify. That's what's going to be on 87 Lux. Okay, think about it like that. That channel is a business channel. Don't expect tutorials on, hey guys, how to get into web development. You could go in and subscribe to the channel to see how we use YouTube, and pretty much we do our marketing. So you could also learn from that. You could go in and learn how we're doing this and how we're attracting clients and customers to our agency. So I think you guys should definitely subscribe. Just not because you're gonna be like, man, you're gonna be the targeted audience, but to learn from how we're doing this, so you could also do it yourself. Okay, so it's just gonna be a great resource for you guys. Okay, shout out to my boy Juan Marino, who basically has his YouTube channel, which he basically does the same thing. He talks about how he has clients, how he gets his clients to #1 spot on Google search results and things like that. We're doing something similar to that, but a little bit different. Okay, because we're also going to be doing tutorials on our own applications. Okay, so when somebody comes in and searches how to connect TikTok to Shopify, for example, that's one of the applications that we're creating. We should be launching it by next week. How to connect TikTok to Shopify, right? We're gonna create that tutorial, and then at the same time using our application. So when people go in, they see the tutorial, but they're using our application to get it done. Okay, so all of the content in there is literally for SEO, right? And to bring traffic to our agency. Okay. So definitely go check that out once we release that. Also too, keep on checking 87lux.agency or 87lux.com if you want to check out how we're doing our website, how we're doing our template, our theme, right? For the website, you can learn a lot from that. Okay, learn from my moves, learn how I'm doing things, so you could do it yourself too. Okay, because that I'm gonna have success with this, we're gonna have success. Okay, but don't just watch me, right? Or don't just think like, man, this is bullshit, this isn't that. Nah, watch what I'm doing and practice it and do it on your own. Okay. El Toledo says, I saw the headline for the video. I can't believe that mentira, brother. Look, man, this is the thing. Okay. Most people that come in and they think like, yo, we just bullshitting, this and that. You don't believe me? Go check out Ultralinks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go check out Ultralinks, right? So mentira means lie, right? So he's saying in Spanish, like he probably read the title of like, man, how to get 500K, right? With HTML and CSS, right? That's why he probably read and he's like, man, this shit gotta be a lie. This can't be real. Okay. So again, let's give you guys the links. It's on the description. This is the YouTube channel, right? Because when I say it, it's crazy. It's like, I can't believe this. This cannot be true. This get a British guy saying the exact same thing. Go tell him that. You get what I'm saying? Go tell him that, right? How I made 500K working from home, right?
Your agency using
500K working from home, right? When I talk about this shit can be real. When somebody else talks about it, right? Everybody's applauding it. It's like, that's just how it is. That's why now what I'm doing is I'm just bringing in resources for you guys and showing it to you guys. Cause I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, again, I'm not here to convince people. I'm here to give the information and put it out there and let you guys know what's happening, right? If you want to be a clown and you want to be one of those guys that be like, this shit cannot be real. This shit is fake. This and that. God bless you. You get what I'm saying? God bless you. I can't do anything for you. You already made up your mind, right? You already limited yourself, right? It's the same thing when a guy comes in, right? I told one of my friends when I started learning how to code, I told him, bro, we could be getting 60, 70 grand a year. He's like, nah, man, you need a degree. Fast forward, we're in 2020. Where he at? You know where he at right now? Washing windows on a skyscraper. One of those guys risking their lives, freaking wiping windows. Where I'm at, working from home, and every freaking day we're making over $10,000 on something else, right? Now, of course, we're not making it instantly, right? We're working on projects that's gonna go in the long term of the lifetime value of that product or project is gonna make 10,000 or more, right? Right now, we're probably making, if you calculate 30, 40 grand, and that's like the average, right? Per month. I don't know. Calculate that. Let's bring out the calculator for you guys, right? Because sometimes we got to do that, right? Sometimes we got to bring out the number, right? So on the low end, we're making 30 grand, right? On the high end, we're making 50 grand a month. Okay. So let's say 35,000 on an average, right? How much is that? 35,000 divided by, let's say, on a 30-day basis. That's what? That's like $1,166 a day. Okay. That's how much he gets a week or every 2 weeks after taxes. He would have listened to me back in 2001, in 2011, 2012, right? He will be in the same position as me. When you don't believe on anything, you live in a box. You live in a box, my dude. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're living in a cube. If you limit yourself to that, right? We was in the hood, right? We was in the hood. We was on the same block. Dudes is like passing that shit down. Everybody doing the chipping. I don't even smoke. I don't even drink. I don't even do nothing no more. I focus so much, I quit everything. I don't do nothing. I don't hang out with nobody smoking weed. I don't hang out with nobody popping trips. I don't hang out with people that's lazy. I don't even got no friends that I could say I got friends. I focus on one goal, making this bread. So my kids, when they come into high school and they're 16 years old, Ethan is already a pretty boy. But now imagine Ethan pulling up in the Benz, two-door coupe. You get what I'm saying? That's how I want my son to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking into Image Academy right now. I want my son to go play soccer. He likes soccer. I'm thinking about how can I set up my son the right way so he could have the biggest opportunity and possibility to get to the dreams that he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? And accomplish. Image Academy. How much Image Academy? Let me just give you guys. This is the game that I'm in, right? And this is why people always ask me, yo, how can you work so hard? How can you always continue working on other stuff and jumping into different things to, and always focusing on the bread and this and that? This is Image Academy, right? This is here in Florida, in Bradenton. It's like an hour away, okay? This is something that I feel like my son could really get a lot of value if he really wants to get into soccer. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is one of the best freaking schools in the whole country, okay? Now, let's go in. Sometimes you got to go in and get the info. So, again, without the info, without getting this info, like, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be able to understand, like, why I'm doing what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? So let me see. Where is it? Academics, tuition, right? This is tuition. I'm planning the shit that I'm working on is not even for now, bro. It's for when Ethan goes in from 6th grade to 12th grade, bro. Okay? This is just giving you guys a little something, right? Academic year. Okay? This is what we're trying to do. Okay? Academic year. All right? That's how much it costs. How we gonna get there? By working hard and not living in a box, in a cube. Because you know what? There's a lot of parents that send their kids there. Those guys didn't think about living in a cube, right? They didn't live in that little world of what's possible. That shit is impossible. You can't do this. I don't live in that world. Everything is possible to me. You know what I'm saying? I live in a world of I get it done. Okay. This is what we got to do, right? This is not even for my retirement. This is from grade 6 to 12. That's 60. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the academic year, $82,000, right? That's what we're trying to do for our kids, right? I went to a shitty high school. I went to a shitty junior high school. I don't want my kids to do that, right? All the things that I know now, like I could have been known back then. All the like the intelligence and the shit that I have in my brain was never properly trained or properly used because I wasn't in an environment or in a school that could really help me shine. You get what I'm saying? Now I'm working for that, bro. Everything is possible. But if you live in a world of a cube, you got to stay in there, bro.